Lovely spring flowers, a metaphor for the rebirth of Britain for when we get round to actually leaving the European Union.
My Lords, there have voted contents 366, not contents 268.
As they force the Prime Minister to give them and MPs a vote in 2 years' time on whether the Brexit deal she's set to negotiate is good enough.
Everyone in this House knows that we now face the most momentous peacetime decision of our time. And this amendment ensures that Parliament has the critical role in determining the future that we will bequeath to generations of young people.
It was a battle royal between the greats of Margaret Thatcher's 1980s Tory government.
Is that it would not merely give Parliament the power to reject a bad deal, it would also enable Parliament to prevent Brexit altogether by refusing to allow the UK to leave the European Union without an agreement. It would be an unconscionable rejection of the referendum result.
And that's why this vote really mattered.
I know that most of the people who are participating in these debates and working very hard to get the best result for this Brexit deal are not against the people. But we need to understand ourselves that they think that we are.
Now, that was a former leader of the Lords admitting that she and her colleagues could be seen as thwarting democracy. But an ex-Lib Dem head sees it differently.
The Brexit debate was all about the sovereignty of Parliament. Well, we have insisted that the sovereignty of Parliament is greater than the sovereignty of the Prime Minister.
The problem with this amendment is that it would make getting that negotiation to a successful conclusion more difficult, because it would incentivise the other side, the European Commission in this case, to offer a worse deal on the basis that Parliament would then vote it down.
I think the Prime Minister has put her authority on the line in this by saying no amendments to this bill. Even if they're helpful to the government, we don't want amendments.
But she really doesn't see the vote as helpful, which is why she'll move heaven and earth to get it overturned by MPs early next week.